Samantha Jane, the psychic coach as I am known. I'm just dropping by to ask you a question. Do you think that you are a medium? Do you feel or question that you have mediumistic abilities? Now, someone who is a medium, who is a natural born medium, is someone who can feel, sense, and just sort of possibly even see, but certainly just kind of know when spirit are around. And it can also be someone who is able to interact and communicate with people who have passed. And mediumship does refer to that specific field, which is working with people who have passed to the spirit world and left their physical body. It is a gift. You know, it is to be seen as a gift, and the reason it is a gift is because we actually secretly, not so secretly, but quietly in the corner do a hell of a lot of good for a hell of a lot of souls, all right? And that is because we're able to help those that are still living in their physical bodies, and we are able to help those who have left the physical body and passed over, as we call it. Now, it could be that we need to help those who are passing to pass over. We may be needing to help those who have struggled to pass over and are what we call a little bit lost between the dimensions. It could be that we need to help a spirit find peace, or we need to help a spirit to help one of their loved ones by bringing a message through. And it can equally be that we are there to help the living find peace or answers and help from those who have passed to spirit world. So how do you know if you're a medium, if you have natural mediumistic abilities? Well, you tend to have had an awareness in childhood. If you did, and you weren't taught to be afraid of it, and it is something that's taught, if you weren't taught to be afraid of it, whether through religion or parents that don't understand or a community that doesn't support it, then you will have gone into fear, you see, and that would shut it down. But if you haven't experienced any of that, then it stays with you. But the one thing that will shut mediumistic abilities down is fear. Now, another way to know if actually you are mediumistic is if you tend to experience intense anxiety. Maybe you have intense fear or even paranoia that just really comes out of nowhere and with no real reason or justification for feeling that way in the space of a few seconds, a few minutes. Sometimes it can go as fast as it comes as well. Often people who are mediumistic also feel the more negative end of the spectrum, which is the anger and the upset as well. And this is just the energy and vibration of the spirit that is around them that they are picking up on and absorbing. It's not you, it's who you're subconsciously communicating with. Often we see OCD, anxiety disorders, all those kind of things, because it's just so much energy. I work with a lot of children who are what we call here in the UK on the spectrum. I hate that term. We're all on the spectrum though, darling. We're all on the spectrum. But I hate the term. But what these children are gifted and aware children, and they're so aware about energy. So I work with a lot of children as well in my healing capacity who are struggling with overload of energies and experience exactly that: intense anxiety, shutdown, fear, anger, and an inability to communicate what is going on within themselves because it's not actually them. So just to be aware of it, and that is why it's so important to learn how to control it, how to maintain boundaries, how to choose when to allow spirit in and when not to. There are far too many people in this world who are experiencing spirit and are medicating it out instead of learning psychic protection. So I have an invitation to you. If you have just connected with every word I just said and you would like a little bit of help, then please take a look at my online mediumship development course that is beginning in September. Click on the link. I hope to see you there. Bye.